The following program is rated TVMA. Viewer discretion is advised.
Peace, my name is Haven Bullets, and I gotta bring you this clip today of Professor Black Truth, aka Fuck Nigga Supreme, attacking Charlemagne and exposing himself while he tries to attack Charlemagne. Listen to this clip, family. It's about 3.5 minutes. I'll be back.
Joe Biden suffers from old white male entitlement.
Then why do you think that he has such support among African Americans? Is that everything to do with Barack Obama, or is it because black folks just like him?
It's all about Barack Obama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the South, so when you go to your grandmother's house, if you got a friend with you, your grandmother's gonna say, hey,
That's my friend too.
yeah, I'm gonna fix him a plate.
Now, why in the name of God would you ask Charlemagne, why do you think Joe Biden has black support? Has Charlemagne ever actually delved into the polls like I have? Has he actually tracked Joe Biden's poll standings over time? I doubt it. In fact, I think it's safe to say that he hasn't. And that would make those 2 or 3 brain cells he's got in that empty melon on his shoulders burn out if he tried it. Let me go ahead and answer the question, because you saw that Charlemagne the Clown was clearly patently unsuited to do so. The reason that Joe Biden has some black support is because there's a generational divide in black America. The baby boomers, the black baby boomers, they lived in a land of make-believe their entire lives. Their entire existences have been purely aspirational. That's what's defined their existences. They threw away what chance they had to lay a foundation for their children. And they have been habitual aspirants to be socially accepted by whites for their entire lives. That's what the black baby boomers wanted. They grew up on a steady diet of watching white kids on the Mickey Mouse Club. And I can tell you right now, a lot of those black females who grew up, back in the 50s and 60s, they wanted to be Annette Funicello. And a lot of the black males, they wanted to be God knows what. But that's what the black baby boomers were about. They were trying to figure out, how do we get accepted to the white fraternity or sorority or the white social club? Can I be a member at this white church? That's what they were chasing after. And as for building for their children, well, we don't have to. We're going to be an auxiliary of the white economic political machine. Well, we ain't got to worry about power, wealth, and influence. What we got to worry about is pimping hoes and slamming Cadillac doors. The black baby boomer women were trying to find a way to get attention by being the next wannabe Raquel Welch, or Farrah Fawcett, or whomever, or Elizabeth Taylor. And the black men were trying to figure out how to be Superfly. That's what they were focusing on. Power, wealth, influence. We ain't got to worry about that. We'll just focus on integration, and white power is going to incorporate us into their machine. Yeah, because they've been doing that for the previous 400 years, right? Baby boomers are the absolute masters of living vicariously, and that's the problem. When Barack Obama won office, they all got to imagine that they were him, because that's a daydream delusion that they've been having. So Joe Biden doesn't have black support. He has the old, wrinkled up, decrepit black elders. That's the black vote he's got. Those old black folk who always turn out for the polls and who always lose too. You're not getting to the White House unless you can galvanize the young black vote. And that's the vote that Joe Biden doesn't have on lock. But it's Charlemagne and the breakfast schlub's job to help deliver, or rather deceive, the young black vote into the Democrat Party's clutches, the left hand of white supremacy.
Now, family, this fuck nigga, I gotta get this out the way. You're never right. You make a bunch of predictions. A lot of them contradict each other all the time. And then when one of them come true, because guess what? You're on every side of every issue. You and Jason Black, the two butt buddies, your alter ego, y'all on every side of every fucking issue. So if you're on every side of every issue, obviously one of those sides is going to prevail, and you get to raise your hand and say, aha, I was right. Even when you're on the right side, because you're on every side of every issue, the way you said it was going to happen is wrong. And second, this video ultimately proves you don't have the clout that you claim you did. Y'all was swearing up and down that y'all was doing heavy damage to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and that y'all speak for black people, but the two candidates that y'all attack the most are in first and second place, and they in first and second place because of black people. So where your power and your clout at? Where is it? Where's your power and your clout? And then you try to attack old black people, the civil rights generation, which y'all again you like to claim and all their accomplishments as your accomplishments and try to big them up while you attack them. See, you want to claim their accomplishments, but you want to attack them at the same time. And it don't work that way. That's like a Confederate, somebody who's waving a Confederate flag, who wants to attack Abraham Lincoln and the Union and everything that they have done, but then try to also claim those accomplishments of the Reconstruction Amendments as their own. It don't work like that, bro. I don't know what kind of games you niggas is playing, but it don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. And another thing, the old black voters are the black vote. They the majority of black voters. They are the majority of black voters. This is why when Clyburn throws his events, everybody running for president is at a Clyburn event because they want to get in Clyburn's good graces because Clyburn represents the old black vote, especially in South Carolina, where Charlemagne is from, South Carolina. And that's where the primary starts. And everybody knows that's gonna create the cycle. If you win South Carolina, that's gonna create a positive cycle for you. That's why everybody wants Clyburn's endorsement, because they know 2/3 of the voters in South Carolina are black. And about 75% of those voters, or maybe 2/3 of those voters, are old black people who roll with Clyburn. This is why when he throws events like this, people are always there trying to curry favor. Where is the young black event like this that can bring in these many supporters? And do they even have a young black event? And again, a lot of the young black voters are on Kamala's side. So where are these voters that you're influencing? All right, none, because you tell people not to vote. So how are you influencing the vote if you and you get to say who's gonna vote for who when you telling your people not to vote? Taking yourself out the political equation, because only voters matter to politicians. And another point, you can win the presidency without having a bunch of new young black voters coming out for you, because everybody knows this election, just like every election, you're gonna have 10 million plus black people come out to vote. Remember, Trump only won because he won 3 blue states, and he won them by literally a nose. That's why they bringing back Joe Biden, because they know a lot of those white voters who didn't vote, who voted for Trump, but who voted for Obama first, but then this election cycle voted for Trump, will switch on Trump and go vote for Joe Biden, which will put him in the White House without him having to get a new single young black voter. And the young black voters are not listening to you. I never heard no young black people talking about, oh, I gotta go in the crib, man. I gotta make sure I hear that new Professor Black Truth. Oh shit, did you hear, homie? The new Professor Black Truth just dropped. Get the fuck out of here. Only the stupidest motherfuckers who ever walked the face of the earth still listen to you and take you serious. With the dumb shit you saying. Maybe y'all could have been a factor if you was telling your people to vote and you was asking for something reasonable, but you tell your people not to vote. So you're not a factor. And you're asking for unreasonable stuff. And I'm going to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. I got like a part 2 to this coming up where I'm about to just deal with him also when he attacked the LIFT Act and talked about the racial wealth gap. I'm going to deal with that too. And on that note, family, peace.